Hi, I'm Rebecca Kaplan.
And I'm Naureen.
And we're coming to you from National Journal headquarters in Washington, D.C., the city that is the site of the 11th Republican presidential debate tonight, hosted by CNN and two right-leaning think tanks, the American Enterprise Institute and the Heritage Foundation. And the candidates are going to come here tonight to talk about foreign policy and national security, something they debated just about a week and a half ago in a debate hosted by CBS News and National Journal in Spartanburg, South Carolina. So Naureen, tell me a couple things that we're going to be watching for tonight.
Sure. Herman Cain last time talked a lot about what his advisors would tell him to do in delicate foreign policy and national security situations. This time, we'll be watching to see if he says what he's going to do as commander-in-chief on the ground. Since the last debate, he also had a sort of an embarrassing gaffe where he couldn't quite collect his thoughts on Libya, and it was recorded in an interview with the Milwaukee Sentinel-Journal's editorial board. So we're going to try to see him be on firmer footing, or whether he's going to be able to do that.
We're going to be keeping an eye on Mitt Romney, who's been very much a steady sailor in the debates up until now, but recently we've seen him start to be overtaken in some early state polls by former House Speaker Newt Gingrich. So we'll see if he tries to make waves tonight by being perhaps a little more edgy, a little more daring in this debate, or if he goes with the straight and steady approach that served him so well so far.
And speaking of former Speaker Newt Gingrich, he's kind of solidified his rise in the polls in the week and a half since the last debate. But a lot of stories have come out since then, kind of talking about the fees that he was paid for his consulting work. A lot of which were controversial corporations. So we're going to see if his opponents attack him on that, even though this is a national security foreign policy debate, and how he answers.
There are a couple other candidates we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. Former Utah Governor Jon Huntsman, who was most recently the ambassador to China for the United States, perhaps has the most foreign policy credentials of any of the candidates on stage. He faded into the background a little bit at the last debate, so we'll see if he makes a few more waves tonight. Supporters are always eager to hear from Texas Congressman Ron Paul, whose views on foreign policy actually fall a bit outside of the mainstream of the Republican Party, particularly with regards to bringing home U.S. troops from all around the world. And we'll be watching Texas Governor Rick Perry, who led the discussion a lot in the last debate with his proposal to zero out foreign aid to other countries. And he also needs a couple of good debates under his belt after an embarrassing gaffe about 2 weeks ago during the debate in Michigan, in which he couldn't name a third department that he would eliminate. So he really needs another strong debate tonight to help him come back in the polls. So that's what we'll be looking for tonight when the debate starts at 8 p.m. For National Journal and CBS News, I'm Rebecca Kaplan.
And I'm Naureen.
And thanks for tuning in.